Hey you guys, I am back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, afternoon. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. You guys, welcome back. Alright, so I decided I wanted to do a love reading. So exciting. Oh man, I love today's message. It's very interesting. Okay, so I drew from Messages of Love. I did the Love Tarot, and what did I do the other one? It's on the floor. The Hidden Truth Oracle. Okay, so there is someone is in a bad way over you. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards that I drew here. So let me just see this. I'm going to start with this row first. I'm going to start with their energy. Okay. The energy that I get here is that your person may be a playboy and or playgirl. All right. And probably very beautiful or very handsome, and maybe they have a fabulous personality. There's something about this person. I mean, you don't get to be a playboy or playgirl. They smell good. They look good. It's just, they're that one, right? And this person unfortunately let that energy, that playboy playgirl energy take over. All right, where most people go out and try to actively, well, not most, in a perfect world we would all go out seeking the one. Okay, your person was the kind of person who just liked to, was all about the conquer, the conquest, not the conquer, the conquest. All right. They could be narcissistic, very, very ego driven. Even if they're not narcissistic, they're certainly ego driven. Okay. So your person, when you guys got together, they were unavailable at the time. So your person might have played like they were single, but in reality they were not. Okay? And they came across you, and you have the card of, I knew exactly what I was doing. So your person knew what they were doing. They saw you across the room, at the club, at the whatever event. They saw you, okay? And when they saw you, they looked at you basically as just another notch on the belt or on the bra strap, however you want to say it. They looked at you. If it was a female, they probably looked at you and said, okay, what can I get off of this one? What can this one do for me? Let me go see. They're so used to being able to attract and get what they want. This person is a taker. Okay, they knew they were unavailable, but that didn't stop them. They knew exactly what they were doing. All right. And you have this here. So they got with you, and for some of you, it may have gotten physical. Maybe, it didn't get that far. Maybe you guys started dating. You know how sometimes you just date somebody and you start to feel them. But something's wrong. Something's not right. Like things aren't, making sense. They're not adding up, and you saw that. Okay. You found out, and you may have ended this thing with this person. Okay. And you have the next card. This was on the bottom of the deck. You've got, I know I crossed the line with you. So they knew you they knew they had someone, but they didn't care. Okay, they were very ego. Like I said, somebody is very ego driven. Okay, or could be, if like, gold digger. There's something about you. Somebody saw you as a mark, a conquest, something that they could get something from. They weren't trying to get as deep with you as you were them. Okay, and you found out and you ended the situation. Okay, and you leaving this person has them in this energy. You hurt me. They didn't think. They did not anticipate. They didn't anticipate. How do I say it? They didn't anticipate falling in love with you. So this person may have actually fallen for you. All right. They were going in thinking conquest. What can I get? What can I do? I know I'm with somebody, but I'm just, somebody who likes to just sneak and get a little something extra just to make life interesting. That type of stuff. Right. And so they tried it with you. But you, like I said, you might have been somebody who was looking for a relationship. You are different. You're different from all the other conquests. It's like if your person is used to kind of, going out and going to a bar and meeting somebody and kind of sneaking off with somebody and hitting it and then going on about their business. They went on about their business, that type of situation. It was different with you. Okay. You were different. There was something about you that was different. Okay. And you, like I said, you found out and you left it alone. This person is like, dang, I messed up. They, when you ended it, it hit them. Okay, really hit them. All right. I'm going to show you this card first. You've got lost. I feel lost without you. Y'all know that song. What is his name? Alan Thicke's son. I think that's lost without you. That guy can't help myself. That one. What is his name? Something thick. But so this is that energy that this person is in. They're lost without you, right? They feel lost without you. You affected them deeper than they anticipated and expected. Okay, you have right here, dang, and they're in this energy. Like, so many things remind me of this person. Why can I not get the collective out of my head? Because you had character. You had maybe you had morals, and they didn't anticipate that. While they were looking for a hit it and quit it, they met you, and there was something about your energy, your essence that really got to them. Okay, and even though you guys are apart, you walking away from them hit them. It definitely hit them. They feel lost. There's things that remind them of you. And it was like this. When they were with you, just being around you, there's nothing they wouldn't nothing they wouldn't give to get you back. Okay? Look at that. Just being near you is intoxicating. So someone just cannot get you out of their system. They can't get you out of their heart. You affected them, okay? But there's nothing they can do about it, right? Because they're unavailable. It's not like they could just come a-running. They know they're unavailable. But you left your mark on their heart, okay? And I love that. I love it. They were expecting to get, make you one of many. And no, you was that one. Okay, now here is what's interesting. I love this. This is the universe balancing things out, and it always does. The universe always does. When you stay in your integrity, when you prove to the universe that you know your value and you know your worth, that for you, that very may well have been a test from the universe. You know, you are walking your path. You are living your truth, right? And so here comes that temptation. Here comes that test. Somebody who was sultry or sexy or something. It was something about them, and it drew you in. But the universe is like, let's see if this person is going to hold true to who they are. Or are you going to give in to temptation? And you didn't. Okay, and because you did not, the universe is like, well done. Okay, well done. You may have been tested several times. You may have been tempted several times. It's the universe wants to make sure if it's going to bless you, if the universe is going to give to you, they want to know that you're not someone who can be taken in, by a pretty smile or breasts or whatever, you know what I mean? A strong body, sexy smells, that type of thing. They want to know you're somebody of integrity, somebody who does not just give into the physical. And because you did that, you are going to be rewarded. Okay, you're going to be rewarded. And why do I say that? Because the universe is getting ready to send you someone. They're going to send you someone. Look at this. You have the card of friendship. Now, if this is not, everybody's different. Everybody's different. So I'll say that for some of you, this may be someone who has always been your friend. Okay, it says this friendship is leading to more. So if this is not the universe sending you someone, and you guys will start off as friends, okay, but it's going to turn into something more. For others of you, you may have been in that situation where, let's say there's someone who's always had a crush on you. There's someone who's always loved you, and maybe they may have said it or they may not have, right? Or maybe they did and you kind of blew it off and you wanted to see what else is out there in the world, and you did, and you're like, no, none of these people can compare to this person who's always been there, that one. So for some of you, this may be a person who's always been there for you, who's always been a friend. You just never saw them in that way until you went out into the world and you saw what's out there, and now you can now look at this person and appreciate them more. You can appreciate everything about them. Wow, this person has character. This person really likes me for me. This person makes me laugh. We can joke. They come over my house, we sit up and we eat popcorn and watch TV shows or sports together or go places or do things, and we have a great time. And I was just afraid to you just probably wanted to see what else was out there. You see what I'm saying? For others of you, this is the universe rewarding you. Maybe you have been out there and you've seen what's out there, and you are, maybe, you've been through it. For some of you, you may have kissed a lot of frogs. We'll say it like that. You might have kissed a lot of frogs out there, okay? And this was just one of many. Except for this frog fell in love with you, okay? And didn't anticipate that, and so here we go, right? But the universe is rewarding you in that aspect of it. It's like, okay, I've been out there and I've been through the worst. I've seen the worst. I now know, it's like if you've kissed a lot of frogs, you now know what you want. You know what's right for you. You know what's best for you. You're not just looking for the physical, okay? You want more. And you've been looking for it and you haven't found it again and again and again. And so here we go. The universe is now sending you someone. They're letting you know they're going to send you someone. And that friendship is going to develop into something more. Okay, look at this. You've got your very next card, Fate. This is a destined partnership. Beautiful, beautiful. From kissing frogs to finally finding your prince. I love that. And then what was on the bottom of the deck for that? Okay, so it's like, yep, you had somebody who was unavailable. Maybe they've been trying to pursue you still, even though you made it very clear you don't want to be bothered. They don't want to give up because they feel the loss of you. Okay, they wow, that person, I didn't expect to be hurt by this, but they were, and they feel that loss, right? You've got true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. The real deal. This time it's the real deal. It's not just the physical. It's not just emotional. You know what I mean? You guys, there's something about, they can push your buttons, you can push their buttons. It's all about the way they make you feel. It's deeper than that. It's physical, and it's emotional, and it's unconditional. The kind of love everybody would give their right arm for. The kind of love where you could mess up and make a mistake and they will forgive you. They understand nobody's perfect, okay? Maybe, what do I want to say about that? I'm thinking physical. When it said it's deeper, it's more than just physical. You know what I mean? You don't have to be perfect. You know what I mean? They'll still love you. Okay, you guys will connect on an emotional level, on a physical level, on the emotional level. You'll get each other, that type of thing. Okay, and unconditional. If you make a mistake, or you can look at this other person and say, well, they're not, they're not 100%, but who is, right? They don't check off maybe 100% on your checklist of what you're looking for, but like it's 98%. And you can't go, that ain't bad. 98% is pretty damn good, right? It's not 100, but it's damn good. So here it is. The universe is going to send you exactly what you deserve. Okay, none of that other junk. But what's interesting is, because the universe is sending you this, you have it's on. So I see you having, I guess you could call it multiple options. I only say that because that person is, because you left your scar on their heart. You left your scar on his heart, right? And now they see you. I feel like this. The universe, they might have been unavailable, but the universe is going to send you someone, and it's going to develop into something much deeper. And your person may catch you out with this person. Somebody will see you out, or somebody will say, hey, so-and-so is, I hear they're dating again, or they're, and it gets back to them, and it hits them on a deep level. They're like, oh my God, like that's the one. I came at them the wrong way. I crossed the line with that one. Okay, and I knew what I was doing. I knew I was messing up, but I did it anyway. I was foolish. I was stupid. Okay, but there's something about you. Look at that. So many things remind me of you. I can't forget about you. I can't just let it go, So there's someone who may, have come at you in the wrong way, and they recognize it and they realize it, and they're like, oh my God, I got to go get the collective, right? And it says it's on. It says, I see you looking good and moving on. And then it says, I don't care who you're talking to. What's that the last part? Because I got it in this dark anyway. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. So this person is like, I don't care who, they hear you out with. They feel that they're the better option. They know they are, in their opinion, in their mind. Okay, I came at you wrong. I did it wrong. I shouldn't have done that. They may be willing to break up with someone to come a running. You see that so much. I'm telling you guys, I have seen this in my readings. I have seen it in other readings. There's somebody who's going to come a running. The thought of losing you is like, it's like no. Give me a chance. I came at you wrong. Yeah, I did it all wrong, but I want to try. You got it's on. Give me a chance, okay, before you go running off. Give me a chance. But I honestly, if it's me, I'm going to say it's going to be all for naught. The universe is like, good job. Let me send you somebody that you deserve. Let me send you like I said, your prince, some sends you someone who can appreciate you, who doesn't believe in playing games, who doesn't, and I think that them seeing you has matured them in some way. The light bulb moment came on. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, I found the one. I see the one. I've been out here doing all of this, that, and the third, and I'm willing to take a chance on you. So that is very exciting. You may have, quote unquote, multiple options, meaning if you met someone, if one of the frogs are gonna come hopping back into your world and try to see, kiss me again, I'll turn into a prince, give me a chance, kiss me again, just give me, come on, give me a kiss, I promise, give me a kiss. And you're like, and meanwhile the universe is like, here's your prince, and how you do this, me personally, I think the universe is rewarding you by sending you something new, something you deserve, someone who deserves you. Okay, I think that you went out into the dating world with integrity. I don't think that you went out trying to whore your way through or pimp your way. I don't know how to say that, but you know what I mean. You didn't come out there like that in the dating world trying to do that. You came out genuinely looking for someone, your partner. You went out into the world with integrity, with character, and the person that came across you was not used to that. They're used to hit it and quit it. They're used to people, give me some money. Okay, here, is that all it's going to take to get in your panties? Let's go. Or is that all it's going to take to get in your, for you to have me is give me a little money? That's all? Okay, well, let me go ahead and get that then, and you was okay, that kind of woman. It's that situation. Somebody was used to that, and they didn't anticipate you being you. Okay, and so now they want a chance to come back. But like I said, you do what you're gonna do. Okay, honestly, I don't feel like you will go for the frog, even though they're trying to hop their way back in. But I don't. I'm not even gonna try to give you that option. I don't see it. I just don't see it. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Your friend who recognizes you, who sees you, who gets you, you're going to see that. And I think you're going to respond in the right way. You're going to make the right choice. I'll just say that. Okay, well, that is the love message I have for you. Oh my God, look at that. Look, I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay, and damn, I crossed the line. I know I did. But it don't matter. Bottom line, dude, you were unavailable. Or girl, whatever. You were unavailable. Okay, and you did it. They came at you in the wrong way. Okay, and now, but anyway, I'm not gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. I could keep going. I'll leave it right there. Okay, I hope you liked the message. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because nothing would make me happy and let you know, wow, wow, somebody is in for a very rude awakening. They made the wrong decision, they made the wrong choice, and it looks like they're going to end up paying for that. Okay, but that's not your problem. What's that got to do with you, right? Like nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will see you guys next time on the next video. You guys have a great rest of your day or evening, because it's probably going to get uploaded later on tonight. It's already 6, so probably by 7 if I'm lucky. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye bye.